There is no teacher until a student arrives, no problem until a question is raised. So students create teachers. If you ask a question, you get 30 blows with a stick. If you don't ask a question, you get 30 blows with a stick. Because you put yourself in statu pupillari. You've defined yourself as having a problem. Now, nobody really has a problem, but the Maya, the game of life, is to pretend that you do. Shortly before 500, as the dates now check out, another Indian came to China whose name was Bodhidharma. And Bodhidharma was the person who touched off Zen as a specific movement. Bodhidharma had a pupil by the name of Eka. The story is that when Eka came to Bodhidharma, Bodhidharma refused to accept him as a student. All Zen masters do this. They reject you. And this stimulates you, you see, to come back stronger. If you're going to learn at all. And Eka came back stronger and stronger and stronger, and Bodhidharma resisted him stronger and stronger, and finally he cut off his left arm and presented it to Bodhidharma and said, look, here's my left arm given to you as a token that nothing in the world matters to me except to find out what you're all about. All right, he said, what do you want to know? Eka said, I have no peace of mind. Please pacify my mind. In Chinese, mind is this word pronounced Shin. Shin is the heart mind. It's the psychic center. And so Bodhidharma said, bring out your Shin here before me and I will pacify it. Eka said, when I look for it, I can't find it. Bodhidharma said, then it's pacified. And Eka immediately understood what all the thing was about. What was all this? This Zen is a translation of the Sanskrit word jhana. And so this is being pronounced Chan in Chinese and Zen in Japanese. Is unfortunately untranslatable in English. It designates a certain state of consciousness that is sometimes called meditation, but that won't do it all. Contemplation isn't really the point. Chinese have a different word for contemplation. And sometimes one-pointedness of mind. I would prefer to translate this word with the notion of total presence of mind. Somebody who, first of all, he's completely here, and he's so much here that you can't faze him. A mind of no hesitation, it's sometimes called. So the position of the Zen master is, there is nothing to tell you. There is no, we're not offering you any panacea, any solution, any doctrine, any big goodie to the problem of life. Because the problem is an illusion. Well, then the student under these circumstances thinks, well, this is some sort of a come-on. He's testing my sincerity. And of course the nothing which he has to teach is the mystery of the great void. See, he doesn't take it as meaning just plain old ordinary nothing, but the great void. And so he persists. And the teacher makes him persist until he gets way out on a limb. He has to persist so much that he practically dedicates his life, saying, just as the way Huika symbolically cut off his arm. The student is put in the position of dedicating his life to solving this thing and getting what that teacher has.
Think this is a game? You're too young to train here. End of story. Now quit wasting our time. Get the fuck out of here.
Bad news, friend. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry if there's a misunderstanding. It's not the end of the world. Just go away. Go. Because you were trespassing, and I will have to call the police.
Don't you look at me. Do you think you're ever getting in this house? You're never getting in this fucking house. Never. Get the fuck off my porch. Get off my porch!
Sooner or later, we all became what Tyler wanted us to be.
I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna get a shovel.
Got 2 black shirts,
Sir.
2 pair of black pants,
Yes, sir.
1 pair of black boots,
Sir.
2 pair of black socks,
Sir.
1 black jacket,
Sir.
$300 personal burial money.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're too old, fat man. Your tits are too big. Get the fuck off my porch.
Bob. Bob.
Like a monkey ready to be shot into space. Space monkey. Ready to sacrifice himself for the greater good.
We need to understand that everybody has an agenda, and we, as learners of life, who try to figure out our own way, we might stumble upon people who want to lead us, and we might also crave leadership. But in these false prophets, in these YouTube gurus, in all other kinds of spiritual gurus in life, what we mostly find is people who want to guide us, but they aren't even sure how to guide us. And the truth is, this is all a scheme for money making, at least on most platforms. All a real teacher, a real guru can teach you is how to be aware of yourself, how to become more yourself, how to let go. But who is responsible of letting go? It's you yourself. You yourself will have to find the way. A teacher through their guidings might help you. They might also mislead you, which is why the world is so confusing, because there's so many people trying to lead you and in all kinds of directions that you become unsure of which way to go. Not that it isn't already super hard to understand which way to go. No, on top of all of that comes the leadership, the confusion, the guidance, that you aren't actually who you want to be, that you want to be somebody else, and you have to figure out how you want to be. You have to figure out what's important to you, which is the hardest part. And on this road, to finally be accepted by some people, they will sometimes require you to make sacrifices. So you make a huge sacrifice, like Alan Watts said, the arm, which could symbolize a very big thing that's very important in your life, which could also symbolize money in our current society. You make this big sacrifice, you give up a lot of what is worth a lot to you, to be under the guidance of this teacher. This teacher tells you the monkey mind business, how to be aware of it, how to let go of it, and you realize that they themselves are still in the monkey mind, in the monkey business. So it's essentially continuing the cycle. You go on with the cycle from teacher to teacher. You become aware of the things that are being taught. You see similarities. Of course, even in these basic concepts, you always see similarities of teacher, of student, of somebody serving somebody, somebody teaching somebody. But you understand, for the true purpose of life, you must first be alone and teach yourself to be alone and become yourself, all on your own. And then you come to understand the world. Once you understand yourself, you can understand the world. You can understand the modus operandi of all kinds of people, of teachers, students, those lost, those confused, those too stuck in the system. You understand and learn all of this. Because as you know yourself, you know the mirror. You see the mirror and not only yourself, but also what other people see in you, what they see in themselves, what people are like, how we go crazy over things, how we become obsessed, how we become sick, neurotic, or even depressed, anxious. You understand how the mind works. Because the society is all out to have you not understand how the mind works. The society is all out to have you busy all day, so you don't have time to contemplate, so you don't think too much, because thinking too much makes you go crazy, is what they want to tell you. But you find out for yourself if this is true. Only you can find out. But it will cost you a lot. It might cost you an arm, but you give it to yourself. You give that time and money spent on doing nothing but getting to know yourself to yourself. And once you figure it out, you know once and for all. In your heart, you know how you work and how others work. And you know in your heart that nobody can ever tell you anything else. Even if they do, you can brush it off. As truth is what most people decide to be truth. It might not be truth. Because it is something essential in yourself that you feel, but other people, they might not feel it. As in our society, we have a concept of denying ourselves the truth, of believing what people tell us, even if we deep down know they're lies. Where does all this anxiety come from? It's from us denying ourselves the truth. It's from us believing what is told to us, political agendas, opinions, all of this. Peer pressure to conform to only one opinion. There is never a clear consensus in society, at least not in the society we have. We have mostly one or two main political parties, maybe three, who override the public opinion, and that is called consensus, which is not true consensus. And this you will become aware of. You, as you go your path, will slowly come to understand what the truth is, what needs to be done, what you have to do. And I encourage you to seek it all on your own, because we don't have enough people seeking it all on their own. But we have a lot of groups seeking enlightenment through groups that are pressured into one public opinion, which seemingly is accepted. But once you go out of this public opinion, you either become extremist, nonconformist, or the like. But I dare you to try. I dare you to form your own opinion and to not follow a group. I dare you to become who you were meant to be.